Alright guys, so I have chronoed the PepperBall VKS to 400 FPS, and we're gonna see if it, at 150 feet, if it's gonna launch the projectile steady downrange. And I'm gonna use the VXR rounds, and these are the inert rounds. At this kind of power, at 400 FPS, you can't use the round ball practice rounds or the PepperBall rounds, because it will essentially break the projectile before it even comes out of the barrel. My chronograph only goes up to 400, and I was getting 399, pretty consistent. And we're gonna test it out. At my first at the first time I tried it, it didn't read it, and then the second time it read it. So it's gonna be at 400 FPS generally, give or take. And you guys over at PepperBall, if you see this video, I could use some trays of VXR rounds and another 13 CI tank. So that's 15 rounds. All right, so let's test it out. All right, so I have the VKS ready to go. I'm actually gonna let the air go in, and I'm gonna put the magazine in, and let's see how it does at 150 feet. Wow, at 400 feet per second, it's hitting the target. So I'm impressed with that. Now with this, I have it set up at 60 feet. So I have to go further up to accommodate the projectile from declining. So at the target, when I was aiming the dot, I was aiming it above the wood. I would say maybe about a foot or two above the wood. So that way it would, when it gets down there, it would just land right at the wood. So it does hit the target at 150 feet accurately. Once I get this set up for 150, then it's a different story. But yeah, it's working. I'm impressed. So I'm gonna reload, and then we're gonna do this again, but I'm gonna use this to see how it is from this distance as well. So I only have 9 VXR rounds left over, and we're gonna finish this off at 150 feet, and then that's gonna be a wrap for the video. So I just wanted to show you guys at 150 feet, at 400 FPS, it is accurate. So let me load this up, and we're gonna try it again. So yeah, I'm impressed. Now the tank was full, so I gotta take a look and see how much PSI went down, because this is a freshly filled tank. So let's take a look and see what the tank is. So it was at 3,000. Now it's about, I would say 2,250. I would say 2,250. So let's do one more. Let's do 9 more shots and then wrap this video up. Using this 3-time magnifier, and let's see how it does. I only got 9 rounds left over, so let's see. damn, this thing is accurate. It is accurate. Let's go take a look and see how it looks. Let's check it out. So these are fresh targets that were put on before the video was recorded, and even at 150 feet, 400 FPS, it still had a large, a large bang when it hit the wood. So the projectiles are slamming into it, and you can see that it was hitting it at that distance. Now this wood already had holes in the back of it. I just put this target over it, but it still hit it at 150 feet at 400 feet per second. Now, if I go up even further with the FPS, it's gonna just launch right to the target with no problem. I don't have to go too high up. So at that distance, I was aiming the red dot like up here in this area, so that way it could land here. So it does a really good job at 150 feet. And that's just at 400 FPS. Imagine what it's gonna do at 425 or 450 if the VXRs can handle that. So I hope you like this video. Click subscribe and leave a thumbs up.